Welcome, seekers. We're going to tackle what is a prophet, the original definition before it got changed, because it's not what you think it is. See, in your mind, you think that a prophet is somebody who foretells the future. Okay. Well, just like in the book 1984, because in the book 1984 it shows you the M.O. of Satan. M-O-O-N spells M-O of Satan. Yes, that's what in 1984 it tells you how Satan operates. It shows you, it doesn't tell you directly, but it's hoping that you would figure it out. But it's telling you the footprints. It's showing you. One of it is control with changing the language into Newspeak. That's what it's called in 1984. In the land of Oz, I don't remember what, Oceania. And they changed it to where they simplified it. So they made it simpler. Like, you're doing good plus, good plus plus. No more good, better, and best. That was out the window. I'm doing good plus, I'm doing good plus plus. But anywho, so they changed it into, not only they changed it, but they also reversed the meaning, so they confuse you completely. So that's the M.O. of Satan. Your church never tells you this because they're, never mind. So, just like in that book, it says peace is equal, it's war now. They just swapped it. Love equals hate. Truth equals lies. So that's how they do. If you don't believe me, go read it. Go read that book, 1984, by Orwell guy. So the original meaning of prophet was one who urged the people to return to the Garden of Earth. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Garden of Earth, I do have a video on the kingdom of heaven versus the kingdom of this world. That tells you right there the difference between the Garden of Earth and the Garden of Eden. We are in the Garden of Eden, period, right now. So that's what a prophet would be. It said, give up the Garden of Eden, period, because the Garden of Eden came the period of knowledge. That's what we're in right now. We're in knowledge. We know how to make fire because of Prometheus, which is actually one of the serpents, one of the fallen angels, which are the fallen gods. It's all listed in the book of Enoch. So a prophet would urge people to give up the life of knowledge and high tech with the angels, the gods, the Satans, the Lucifers, the serpents, the reptilians. It's all listed in the book of Enoch. You're going to be all like, well, we're not supposed to read the book of Enoch because the people in church told me not to read it because it's not canon. Well, here's the situation. If you read Jesus, forget your church, read Jesus. In Mark chapter 16, verse 18, this is what he's talking about. He's talking about people that are of Jesus people. It says, they will take up serpents, and if they drink anything deadly, it will by no means hurt them. They will lay hands on the sick and they will recover. What it means is they will take up serpents and they will not be poisoned by them like a cobra. It doesn't say that you're going to pick up a cobra and have them bite your face all over and you'll be like, I'm okay, it's just a flesh wound. No, it's not that. Because what it's saying is you can go read the Bible of Satan, the one from San Francisco, the Church of Satan in San Francisco. They have their own Bible. You can read it. It doesn't hurt you. If anything, you can gain some extra information that you might need. So it doesn't hurt you in everything. Even if you drink poisons, it's not saying you can take bleach and drink it and you'll be just fine. That's not what it's saying. It's saying even if you eat the serpents, if you eat any kind of idea, it doesn't hurt you. The whole idea about don't read this book because it's not the Bible comes from Satan, because Satan doesn't want you to have communication with anyone or anything. Because if you are of Jesus, this stuff doesn't hurt you. It doesn't touch you at all. So it doesn't matter if you read this stuff. And the book of Enoch, believe it in me, the book of Enoch, Jesus read it because he quotes certain passages from the book of Enoch in the four Gospels of the Bible. Okay, so in Acts chapter 28 and 3, this is what I was telling you, how it leads you astray. Paul gathered a bunch of sticks, and as he laid them on the fire, a viper, driven out by the heat, fastened itself to his hand. But Paul shook the creature off into the fire, and suffered no ill effects. That's how it's taking you astray, because that's not what Jesus is talking about. He's not talking about that. That's just BS. I don't know if it happened, if it didn't happen, it doesn't matter. That's not what he's talking about. He's talking about any kind of wrong idea that tries to take away from Jesus. It doesn't hurt you. You can listen to it. It doesn't hurt you. It doesn't do anything to you. You are safe as long as you're following Jesus. But the people in church are afraid of doing anything because they actually are not following Jesus. They're not in contact with Jesus. They're in contact with Paul. So, why did Satan change the... Okay, so soon after they, because all this, the Bible got changed, the original manuscripts got changed during the Babylonian conquest, because the Babylonians were part of the Satan group that rules the world. So they wanted all truth erased. If anything, they wanted deceive, like truth to lies, peace to war, love to hate. So you have no idea. It's like exactly today when they say about what is a woman. Nobody knows what a woman is. Well, there's a reason for that. Because it's part of that whole system. So the same thing they did to the manuscript. So everything is tainted. That's why Jesus said, Jesus spoke in code, and he said it's for those who have eyes to see and ears to hear. Because not everybody, you can read the Bible and you'll be led astray because you don't know how to read it, because you don't have Jesus. But so that's why Satan changed the word of the word prophet into somebody who predicts the future. Because what they would say is, like an original prophet would say, hey, don't go with the technology. You actually belong in creation, because that's where you belong. When you follow these Satans, you're following them to your destruction, because now they're going to put you in wars to go get killed. Now they're going to make you slaves to work the land where you were not supposed to. You're supposed to be in the trees eating the fruits of the trees. The original creation was not for you to work. There was no such thing. Work only came in the Garden of Eden, period, which is right now. That's why you get up every morning, drink your coffee, and go to work. Speaking of, yummy, yummy. Yeah, so Satan did not want pre-human people. I don't think I made a video on that one yet, but I will explain that too. Because Adam was not born. Adam or Eve were not born. They were cloned. Keep that in mind. So Satan did not want the pre-human people influencing the hybrid humans that were cloned, and wanted to silence the creation, just like today you are silenced on YouTube and Twitter. Remember, M.O. of Satan. So he set up the flood to kill off the good people and shut them up. And then the only people that survived was the clones, because Noah was a clone. A type of a clone, a hybrid. It says in the book of Jasher, go read the book of Jasher about his birth. You would be surprised. So that's what it's all about. The changing of the original word of prophet. Prophet was somebody that said, abandon high technology and go back into the creation, eating the fruits from the trees. That's what the whole original. But they have to change it because Satan does not want you to know the truth. Goodbye.